ARPO stands for ARPO, Alliance for Responsible Pet Ownership. And so the name really says a lot of it. It's talking about not just getting a pet and having a pet, but being responsible.
ARPO was founded in 1998. They're one of Indiana's oldest rescues. So it's pretty cool to be a part of an organization that has that much longevity.
I am a huge believer in ARPO because we see so many good people do so much good work.
This is Bunny Lou. She had an amputation done. I actually work at Indy Vet, and a Good Samaritan had brought her in. It wasn't a repairable fracture, and so amputation was the best option for her. And she's healed very well and not holding her back whatsoever.
Our biggest expense is veterinary costs. So we really do rely on the support of our donors to help with those medical expenses, to be able to help as many animals as we can. One of ARPO's most important missions is to take in animals that might not otherwise have a home. So we see a lot of animals that might be stray from the community, and there might be some situations where people can no longer care for their animals. Probably the biggest source of our animals is from local shelters or partnering rescues, and ARPO kind of allows the animals to have the socialization. They can kind of learn what it's like to be part of a family.
There's so many cats and kittens in the shelter, and many of them that I have pulled, we were told that they were going to be euthanized the next day if they're not pulled out of the shelter. So your goal is to find the perfect matches for your kittens so we can make space and get more out of the shelters.
There are a lot of great reasons why I chose ARPO to foster with, but my favorite reason is that you get to choose the type of animal that you want to foster. So we have people that specialize in, for example, bottle baby kittens, these kittens that are a day old that weigh 100 grams. And we've got people that love large dogs.
A lot of the fosters that I work with, we like to have mama cats and kittens because we know when we're taking care of that mom and kittens that it's going to be their last litter and that they're going to be happier and healthier.
I think that the question that I get a lot is like, how do you say goodbye? It's definitely hard. I probably cry every time I drop one of them off.
I think any foster that has an animal that comes into their home, there's going to be an emotional component. The reality of this type of work, you're going to see loss. That's really hard because you feel like you care for this animal. You take them to all their vet appointments. You're holding them when you know they don't feel good. And I try to tell myself that even if there are a few over the years that don't have the outcome that we want to see, they were in a home, they knew love, and to me, that's always the most important.
This is Hazel. So Hazel was taken in by ARPO, and I kept it a secret because I knew my family would freak out. We have always had a dog named Zuma. He passed away, and it was kind of hard for us to imagine getting another dog, so we waited and waited. And then finally, I was like, all right, to my husband. I showed him one picture. He was like, go meet the dog. Everything like fell into place, and we were like, this is meant to be. This is our next dog, and we love her.
There's a saying in the foster community that's kind of goodbye is the goal. It means you've done your best for the animal, and I just try to tell myself I'm just their first step on their journey.
Before I took the Buffy litter, I had a really sick group. They were my s'mores kittens, Marshmallow, Graham Cracker, and Hershey Bar. The vet was actually pretty sure that 2 of the 3 of them were gonna die. So I slept in the basement with those kittens for about 2 weeks, but they all made it. So I wanted an easy group, my next group. I saw the Buffy group. They were absolutely healthy, sweet. Oh my gosh, they lived on my lap. Such an easy group. And then you schedule them for their neuters and their spays, and you think, oh my gosh, so easy, neuter, 5-minute surgery, right? When I got to the clinic, they let me know that Jael's heart stopped while he was being neutered. And so obviously right then and there, I just started bawling. I didn't know what he was gonna be like when he came out, or what he was gonna need, or if I would even be able to take care of him. He was very lethargic. He looked very, very sick compared to the healthy kitten I dropped off that morning. And then I had to call their person that wanted to adopt him, and I had to fill her in about her future kitten and what happened, and that we really didn't know what the outcome was going to be at that point in time. He ended up doing great. You wouldn't even know that he had died the day before. That's what we're saying with fostering. You never know what's gonna happen while they're in your care.
It's the work that you do to get that animal ready and knowing that maybe their future would not have happened this way if you wouldn't have stepped in to help.
I have on my wall, I have a photo of every group of fosters that I've fostered so that I have a memory of each one of them.
It's kind of like the best of both worlds. You get to help, you get animals like kittens, like what's better than kittens?
There's all kinds of ways that you can get involved. You could help transport, you could help take animals to their vet appointments, volunteer at different types of fundraising events, donating supplies and food. Definitely kitten food. The amount of food that a litter of 6 kittens goes through in a week is pretty insane. Wet food is definitely needed to keep their little bellies full. And then also for our dogs, having toys for them, just basic supplies like collars and leashes are always good things to have on hand as well.
Please adopt. You save so many animals, and it's always rewarding and always fun.